All right, Ellsbury fans, welcome back. And of course, anyone else's fans as well. This is Adam Presswood coming to you live from the Winfield High School Gymnasium alongside my cameraman, color man, and brother, Chris Presswood. We're just about 3 minutes away from watching the Ellsbury Lady Indians square off against Trinity Catholic High School. I don't have the information on the starters at these tournaments. I seldom do, but I am going to run down the lineups for both teams, starting with Trinity Catholic. We're going to see number 1, Samantha Seavey, a 5'7" junior guard. Number 2, Nia Prescott, a 5'4" junior guard. Number 3, Diavion Smith, a 5'9" junior forward. Number 4, Casey Clark, a 5'6" junior guard. Number 5, Jasmine Gates, a 5'7" sophomore guard. Number 10, Kirsten Weber, a 5'6" sophomore guard. Number 11, Lauren Smith, a 6-foot senior forward. Number 12, Ashanti Davis, a 5'11" sophomore guard and forward. Number 13, Delaney Koch, a 5'10" junior forward. Number 14, Megan Moore, a 5'7" senior guard. And number 22, Shauna Khan, a 5'11" freshman forward. The head coach for Trinity Catholic is Dan Grumich, and the assistant coach is Connor Grumich. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing any of those names. As usual, we do the best we can, and sometimes that still isn't perfect. For Ellsbury, we're going to see number 2, Kaylee Martin, a 5'4" senior guard. Number 10, Claire Henry, a 5'10" junior forward. Number 12, Kylie Kinsler, a 5'7" freshman guard. Number 15, Josie Horn, a 5'8" junior guard. Number 20, Sydney Pickard, a 5'8" senior guard and forward. Number 24, Tess Weekly, a 5'6" junior guard. Number 25, Megan Hagemeyer, a 5'9" junior forward. Number 32, Madison Kinsler, a 5'7" senior guard. Number 41, Anna St. Pierre, a 5'8" senior forward. And number 43, Tyra Henderson, a 5'7" freshman guard and forward. The head coach for Ellsbury is Carrie Koch Dowell, and the assistant coaches are Trudy Bull and Brittany Koch Dowell. Bear with us, fans. I don't know exactly how they're going to handle things tonight. It looks like they are going to do starting lineups. So for Trinity Catholic, number 1, Samantha Seavey. Number 3, Diavion Smith. Number 4, Casey Clark. Number 11, Lauren Smith. And number 13, Delaney Koch. Ellsbury will be the visiting team on the scoreboard. And they're going to start number 2, Kaylee Martin. Number 10, Claire Henry. Number 15, Josie Horn. Number 25, Megan Hagemeyer. And number 32, Madison Kinsler. Ellsbury was victorious over North Tech 2 nights ago, 40-26. Was that just Wednesday night? It seems like forever.
2 nights ago.
All right, both teams are on the court now. Megan Hagemeyer will be handling the tip-off for the Lady Indians. She'll be jumping against number 11, Lauren Smith, who's 6 feet tall, but oddly looks exactly the same height as 5'9" Megan Hagemeyer. I'll be sarcastic there, what the heck. Hagemeyer has the tip-off, and the ball is in the hands of Kaylee Martin, who brings it across and hands it off to Josie Horn. Horn inside to Claire Henry. Henry's pass is picked off by Trinity Catholic. Shot attempt by Lauren Smith was no good, but we've got a whistle on the play. That's going to go against number 10, Claire Henry, her first. And the first shot is no good. Smith misses the second as well, and it's rebounded by Claire Henry briefly before she lost it down on the baseline. Out of bounds, last touch by Ellsbury. No, excuse me, last touch by Trinity Catholic. Or did they call a foul on that play? They did, against number 11, Lauren Smith, a push. I didn't see that. There's the three-point attempt by Madison Kinsler, and it's good for the first points of the game. It's a 3-0 lead for the Lady Indians. And Kinsler, no, excuse me, Megan Hagemeyer saves it from going out of bounds after they forced the turnover against Trinity Catholic. That three-pointer took a little bit of the wind out of Trinity Catholic's sails. You could tell when they got back on offense, they were deflated already. Martin inside to Hagemeyer. She's double teamed, a bounce pass out to Kinsler. Kinsler for another three, no good, and we don't have any rebounders but Hagemeyer. She was outnumbered at least 3-1 underneath.
Yeah, they were triple teaming her on that one.
Madison Kinsler doing her best to force another turnover. It's out of bounds, last touched by Ellsbury. She nearly forces another one. She is on fire tonight. Trinity Catholic for the long two. It's no good. Rebounded by Smith. The putback is no good. Trinity Catholic with another rebound. And that putback falls. That's why you can't allow a team to rebound the ball 4 times. It's 3-2. Martin swings left to Josie Horn. Horn finds Kinsler at the top of the key. Kinsler goes right. And now it's back in the hands of Kinsler. The long two didn't hit anything. It's going to be Trinity Catholic's basketball. Nice pressure in the backcourt. I thought I was going to see another turnover. Smith hangs on. No, she's called for steps. I didn't see them. I'm going to be honest. I'm an Ellsbury fan, obviously, but I didn't see her walk, and neither did anybody else. I think it surprised everybody watching.
We'll take it, though.
But that's why I don't wear stripes. Madison Kinsler on the outside. Oh, a dangerous pass, nearly broken up. But Martin hangs on. The two-point attempt is no good. She gets the rebound and is quickly double-teamed. Here she is swinging over to the top of the key, and they're going to reset everything. Smart move. She finds Horn over on the right side. Horn to Kinsler. Kinsler with nowhere to go and gets it back to Martin. No. Martin with a risky pass into Claire Henry, but it was picked off. That's the play that Ellsbury needed and didn't get. The long two for Trinity Catholic falls, and they take the lead 4-3. And it looks like Sydney Pickard is getting ready to check in for Ellsbury, as well as number 41, Anna St. Pierre. Horn inside to Henry. It's broken up again. With all of the batting around that Claire Henry's getting underneath, I don't know that I'd be working to get the ball into her until I found a way to release the pressure a little bit. St. Pierre and Pickard check in for Ellsbury as Claire Henry and Kaylee Martin take a seat. Chris, you pointed out that Tess Weekly was favoring that ankle in warm-ups, and she hasn't come off the bench yet. I wonder what the plan is for her tonight. Kinsler wanted to three, finds Pickard over on the right side. Pickard for the long two, and it's good. 5-4 now in Ellsbury's favor with just over 4 remaining. And I thought she waited too long on that bounce pass and was going to throw off the rhythm, but it's in off the glass. Kinsler from the top of the key, no good, and we did not have anybody anywhere close.
I think Ellsbury's shooters are going to have to do a little bit better job tonight. It looks like they're double and triple teaming Hagemeyer. It's going to be hard to get that ball to her down in the paint so she can do her thing.
I thought for a second Kinsler was going to come out on fire, but after that first three-pointer, she's been cold. It's out of bounds, last touched by the Lady Indians. There's the inbounds pass, and it's, oh, I thought it was kicked right back out. It was, but they're saying now last touch by Trinity Catholic, so Ellsbury gets it back. And I am glad we're not playing this team that just walked in. Their front line looks to be 6'1", 6'1", 6'2". Kinsler at the top of the key finds Josie Horn. Horn's shot is no good, but there's a whistle on the play. That's going to go against number 3, Diavion Smith.
Another dangerous pass.
Yeah, Martin with a risky baseline pass to or actually meant for Hagemeyer. Trinity Catholic on the outside. Ellsbury doing a good job denying. For the long two, no good, but Smith, oh, she didn't control the rebound. Good job by Megan Hagemeyer, excuse me. Pickard for 3. I think her toes were outside, maybe not. It doesn't matter. It missed everything. And Trinity Catholic comes away with the rebound.
She had a good look.
She did. Could you see where her toes in?
No.
Claire Henry set to check back. And nicely
Beautiful.
done by
Beautiful.
Kaylee Martin, who breaks up the pass, but can't convert. She stutter stepped on her way to the basket, and now she's knocked clear to the floor. Nice inbounds pass to Josie Horn. Horn finds Pickard on the outside. Pickard gives it right back. And the Indians are going to slow it down. Pass inside to Henry. Henry kicks it back out and they reset. Oh, Horn wanted the 3. Wisely chose against it though, I think. Pickard double teamed, and the pass intended for Claire Henry goes out of bounds.
Yeah, the shooters are going to have to do something. It looks like Trinity is double and triple teaming anytime that ball goes in the paint.
We're going to have to find a way to free somebody up for either 3-point attempts or at least long twos. Shot attempt by Trinity Catholic, rims in and out. Madison Kinsler and Megan Hagemeyer check back in as Josie Horn and Anna St. Pierre take a seat. Tess Weekly is our aggressive three-point shooter. Without her out there, you know the difference. Nice job again by Madison Kinsler. Just about every pass she manages to knock away. Oh. Trinity Catholic for the long three. I'm surprised it even got that far. Smith briefly had it in her hands, but lost control. And it's Ellsbury's basketball. They trail by one. Just plug him into our power strip back there. We've got two of them free. Excuse us, fans.
There we go.
We have more electronic needs than we do outlets, apparently.
Just had a two-point conversion by number 20 for Ellsbury.
Under 30 remaining here in the first as Smith tries to lay it in off the glass. It doesn't fall, but we have a whistle on the play. As Anna St. Pierre gets ready to check back in, and that foul went against Claire Henry, Ellsbury's number 10. The shot doesn't fall. St. Pierre checks in for Claire Henry.
Didn't fall, but it almost touched the rafters.
Yeah. Sometimes she looks like she's channeling Wilt Chamberlain, only overhand. And she misses both. Madison Kinsler gets the rebound. No, Megan Hagemeyer got the rebound, and Kinsler nearly lost it. Nice pass inside to St. Pierre. She kicks it right back out. And Kaylee Martin loses it out of bounds with 2.8 seconds remaining. And Ellsbury enjoying a very slim 7-6 lead.
Oh.
And that desperation shot at the buzzer scared me for a second. It came a lot closer than I thought. So after 8, Ellsbury leads 7-6, and we'll be right back.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
All right, we're back. I'm cranking our volume up a little bit because the crowd noise and the court noise in this one is a little bit more than what we've had so far this tournament. I don't want to get washed out. Back out on the court now for Trinity Catholic. Lauren Smith. Ashanti Davis. Samantha Seavey, Megan Moore, and Diavion Smith. For Ellsbury, Kaylee Martin, Megan Hagemeyer with a wonderful steal, Madison Kinsler, Josie Horn, and Anna St. Pierre.
Trinity's running a 2-3 zone, trying to protect that paint.
Oh, Kinsler looked for the three. They had her scouted. We've only got about 3 girls willing to take those shots, and they're trapped every time. And see, Hagemeyer's at the top of the key. We need to be running her down in.
Yep.
That's a waste. Horn nearly loses it and hangs on. There's the pass
Dangerous
to
pass
Kaylee
again.
Martin. I don't know if Martin was trying to pass or shoot. I think she was trying to pass into Megan Hagemeyer, but pardon me, to no avail. Kinsler inbounds to Martin. Martin swings over to the left of the key. Nice pass back to Kinsler. Kinsler for the, I think it would have been a long two. I don't think she was out. The shot missed, so it doesn't matter. All right, Kinsler brings it across the timeline, and let's see what they can get going. Trinity Catholic has stalled Ellsbury. They're still athletic, they're still playing with aggression, but they seem to sort of be lost and just hoping that things work out.
Dangerous pass again.
Let's see if we can regroup and have some intent out there as Sydney Pickard gets set to check back in. Did you say 21? Oh, just one. Samantha Seavey, her first. Kinsler finds Horn over on the right side, who steps in for the two. It's no good, and it's rebounded by Pickard, who gets it into the hands of Kinsler. Kinsler gives it right back. They're just playing catch. There's the long two-point attempt by Kinsler. It's no good. Anna St. Pierre with the rebound. Did she hang on? Do we have a jump ball? We do. I think Megan Hagemeyer got her hands on it after Anna St. Pierre lost it.
Had people all over the floor.
But the possession arrow does favor Trinity Catholic. No, they switched. Oh, Madison Kinsler from the top of the key, and she drained it. It's 10-6. Ellsbury needed that.
That was a smart play. She caught that ball a little too far out, took a few steps in, and made a much better shot.
Trinity Catholic looking to answer, but it's picked off by Anna St. Pierre. And I'm losing my voice after substitute teaching in middle school PE all day today with no whistle. Nice pass inside to Hagemeyer, who kicks it back out.
Got it again.
Madison Kinsler hits another one. I think her two, nope, they're saying it was a
two.
long two. I thought she was out just far enough, 12-6. And Sydney Pickard breaks up a pass. It does roll out of bounds, last touched by Pickard, so Trinity Catholic gets it back.
I think Ellsbury has picked up on what Trinity's doing as far as double and triple team in the paint, and shooters are starting to pick up on that.
They had no choice. They either played an entirely different game or lost this one. It's still a much closer and much lower score than I expected to see.
Well, I don't think Hagemeyer's on the score column yet. I think she's been battling on the defensive end, but they've been double and triple teaming her. I don't think she's been able to get on the scoreboard yet.
I don't think so either. She got her hands on that one, though. It's out of bounds. They're saying last touched by, no, a push on number 11,
on number 11. That's
Lauren
already her
Smith.
second.
And we've got a timeout taken by Ellsbury. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Ellsbury Democrat. Log on to www.ellsburydemocrat.com today.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game, the high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
All right, both teams back out on the court. 4:18 remaining in the half. It's a 12-6 Ellsbury lead if you're just joining us. Pass is picked off by Trinity Catholic, but they lose it out of bounds. Horn inbounds to Kinsler behind the timeline. Nice pass to Hagemeyer, but she's got nowhere to go. She nearly loses it, but what a scrapper Josie Horn has been tonight. She gets her hands on it and forces the jump. This time I think it will favor Trinity Catholic.
Looks that way.
Trinity, yeah, they're stripped again. Hagemeyer on the outside. We've got to stop leaving her out there. And just like that, her pass intended for, I'm not sure who, gets broken up. Madison Kinsler tries to return the favor, but Trinity hangs on. Nice baseline drive by Trinity. The shot was sloppy. Hagemeyer comes away with it, but she was ready to box. They end up calling the foul on number 3. D'Avion Smith, her second. Pickard on the outside. She's taken that left-handed three-point attempt before, but not very often. Kinsler for 2.
In and out.
Yep. Trinity Catholic comes away with it, but do they?
Right back.
Kaylee Martin drives inside and
Beautiful.
passes to Hagemeyer. Hagemeyer dribbles off of her foot.
She's not happy about it either.
We have neglected to say that this game is for consolation, of course. The first place game will be played at 8. Or at least that's the scheduled time. This game started late, so that one probably will as well. It's a blocking foul on Megan Hagemeyer, her first. Number 4, Casey Clark, checks in for Trinity Catholic. Looks like number 14, Megan Moore, is going to have a seat. Smith drives to the bucket, but I think Hagemeyer just stuffed it right back. Nice baseline pass. Hagemeyer for 2, no good. Trinity Catholic has the rebound. We should have had at least 2 Lady Indians down underneath and ready for that, but that's easier said than done. On the floor is Megan Hagemeyer, and Ellsbury calls the timeout while she still has possession. So with 1:04 remaining, we'll be right back.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we could teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
That was an animated timeout for Ellsbury's bench. They look excited, though. That's a good thing. Their enthusiasm's back, and despite some of their frustrations out here tonight, they still look confident. Martin now gets stalled way sooner than she wanted. Finds Hagemeyer on the inside. Hagemeyer off the glass,
Top of the key.
and it's good. She doesn't take those very often. I think she surprised herself.
Get yourself in the scoring column. Sometimes all you need is one
That's
to get
right.
yourself going. And Trinity steps out of bounds.
Martin over to Kinsler. Kinsler for 3.
She's got it again.
Unbelievable. 17-6. Here comes Ellsbury. Baseline drive by Trinity. The shot's no good, but they're going to draw the blocking foul, I think, against Hagemeyer, but I'm not sure. Yep. Josie Horn is set to check back in.
Oh no, she looked like she was standing still to me. Not sure I agree with the blocking call.
And the first shot from Trinity is good as Josie Horn checks in for Megan Hagemeyer. That one's in and out, but Trinity Catholic has the rebound. The putback is no good, neither is the second attempt. And at the buzzer, it's a 10-point Ellsbury lead. So as we head into the half, 17-7, we'll see you in about 8 minutes.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world. But here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Ellsbury Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We take the time to know you and your healthcare needs. Most prescriptions are filled in 15 minutes or less, and we offer free local delivery and a friendly and knowledgeable staff to answer your questions. Better service, better value, better healthcare. Locally owned and operated and proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Ellsbury and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay, Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Missouri's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
All right, that was a quick 10 minutes. We're back, a 17-7 Ellsbury lead. On the court for Ellsbury, Madison Kinsler, Kaylee Martin, Megan Hagemeyer, Josie Horn, and Claire Henry. Kinsler with a really risky pass to Hagemeyer down underneath. Hagemeyer's shot doesn't fall. She battles for the rebound and the putback and wins it 19-7. Trinity Catholic loses it on the baseline, but they're saying it was last touched by Ellsbury. The long two doesn't fall for Trinity Catholic. Out of bounds again, and again last touched by Ellsbury. I don't know what the plan was for that pass, but it ended up in the hands of a Lady Indian as Madison Kinsler brings it across. Kinsler double teamed and loses it. Turnabout's fair play, I suppose. Here comes Trinity Catholic. The layup doesn't fall. Josie Horn has the rebound, and Kinsler has it once again.
Looks like Trinity came out of the locker room in a 1-2-2 zone, I think. Maybe trying to shut down some of the perimeter shooting.
That foul is against number 11, Lauren Smith, her third, I think. And it sends Claire Henry to the stripe, I think. I get Josie Horn and Claire Henry confused when I can't see. Yes, Claire Henry. Henry's first shot missed. As does the second. It stays 19-7.
And Ellsbury coming out in a 1-2-2 zone as well.
And it worked. They break up the passing. The pass intended for Claire Henry is broken up by Trinity Catholic. 3-on-1 off the glass. No good.
No good.
Rebounded by Hagemeyer. Josie Horn on the outside. She steps right into a double team. Kicks it back out to Kinsler at the top of the key. Kinsler gives it back. Horn for what I think would have been a long two. It's off, rebounded by Trinity Catholic. Trinity Catholic steps in for two. It's in and out, rebounded by Smith, who draws the foul. It's going to go against number 10, Kirsten Weber, who hasn't had a whole lot of playing time tonight. Excuse me, that's our number 10, Claire Henry. And Smith sinks her first. Henry comes out, and number 41, Anna St. Pierre, comes in. Smith misses the second. It's 19-8. Kinsler at the top of the key. The pass into Hagemeyer is no good. Megan Hagemeyer called for the block along the baseline. I think that's crap. That's her third already as well. I thought she had established position eons ago, but okay, so if what happened before when her feet were flat was a blocking foul, and just now she went up on her toes and they called nothing, I don't understand that. I need that explained to me. Not that I want Megan Hagemeyer to be called with a foul, but that just is odd.
I didn't agree with her first blocking foul she had in the first half either. But
Trinity Catholic for two. It's no good, but they get the rebound. The putback doesn't fall, and they got two more touches, but it ended up in the hands of Kinsler, who spins out of the defense briefly and then goes right into a double team with her head down until the last second. That's going to go against Samantha Seavey, her first. Kinsler hits the first, giving Ellsbury a 12-point lead with under 5 remaining in the third. Kinsler's second shot didn't fall, but she battles for the rebound down underneath. The jump ball favors Trinity Catholic. Trinity Catholic loses the pass out of bounds. Ellsbury gets it back, but there's something that Carrie Koch-Dowd did not approve of despite Ellsbury's 12-point lead. They're listening now. Sydney Pickard on the outside with nowhere to go. She's not confident in her left-handed dribble, and the pass is picked off by Trinity Catholic. Oh.
No, I don't agree with that one either.
And they're going to call a blocking foul against Madison Kinsler.
Her feet were planted and she was ahead of the line.
Maybe. I don't remember how many seconds they have to count with your feet planted before it's...
I believe it's 3.
It might not have been a full 3 count then. I'll have to give them the benefit of the doubt on that, but it looked like a bogus call. And since we're not FCC regulated, I can say that all night long. The shot falls awkwardly. The second one misses, but what do we have?
I'm not sure what happened there.
I'm not either. Doesn't matter. Stays an 11-point game.
Had a look.
Martin,
shot.
I don't know for sure what that was, but it took guts to put it up there. I'll give her that. Nice interior passing by Trinity Catholic. They don't get the shot, but they draw the foul. They're not far enough away that we can afford to be doing this.
They seem to have adjusted pretty good to the perimeter shooting that Ellsbury was having in the first quarter. First half, I'm sorry.
Lauren Smith hits the first. The foul was against Josie Horn, her first. She cuts the lead to 10. She could bring it down to single digits with this one. And that doesn't do it. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Trinity Catholic. Some interesting free throw techniques being used by Trinity Catholic. I haven't seen a traditional shot from the stripe from them tonight. 3.5 remaining in the third. 20-10 still in favor of Ellsbury. Martin finds Horn over on the right side. Horn finds Kinsler at the top of the key. The shot doesn't fall. Martin was right in the perfect spot for that baseline rebound. The shot doesn't fall, but she's fouled by number 3, Diavion Smith, her third. Martin's first shot doesn't fall. She makes good on the second. That hurt to watch.
And they didn't have help on the backside. Once they got it in, it was free range.
Kinsler dribbles into the double team, gives it up to Martin. Martin to St. Pierre. St. Pierre for two. No good. She does draw the blocking foul,
I
and
think
I'll
that's
be
4.
fair is fair. I wasn't sure of that one either. That one against Smith, it's her 4th. If she fouls out here in the 3rd, the rest of the game's over for Trinity Catholic. Not that they're not talented, but
Yeah, Ellsbury needs to try to attack that if they can.
St. Pierre's first shot is off the front as number 13, Delaney Koch, checks in, and Smith has a seat. That's going to change the dynamic here for a couple minutes until they feel confident putting her back in, which may not be for another 2 minutes, 52 seconds. St. Pierre misses them both, and we had 3 rebounders to 2, and Trinity Catholic came away with it. The numbers don't lie.
Well, games can be won or lost at the free throw line also, and Ellsbury's missed 3 in the last couple minutes.
The advantage, or not advantage, but the plus to that is we're not playing a very strong free throw shooting team either.
No,
you know.
no, but could be looking at a 12-point lead instead of a 9-point lead.
Right. And we turn it over again. Trinity Catholic gets it back.
Everybody looking for the shot.
She faked it, I think, and then tried to pass, but it worked out badly. Kinsler for 3. It's off the back, rebounded by Trinity Catholic. They had 4 rebounders. And I think the only person we had still anywhere near the basket was Sydney Pickard. Oh,
there we go. Finally got it charging.
Yeah. Trinity Catholic called for the charge.
Wasn't much of a question about that one.
That was on number 3, Diavion Smith.
She gave it her best to Vladi Divac in Preston Nation, but it didn't work.
Kinsler for 3, off the back, rebounded by Trinity Catholic.
They're giving her room, which is not a smart thing to do.
Yeah, they're giving her room because she's missed the last 3 and we haven't pulled down an offensive rebound. And Josie Horn gets her hands on it and forces the jump ball, which is in Ellsbury's favor this time. Kinsler steps in for the long 2. It's off the front.
Man.
She followed her shot. And we've got another jump ball. This time it goes Trinity Catholic's way. That's something you don't see enough of, the way she follows those shots. Baseline passing to Trinity Catholic, off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Josie Horn.
Ellsbury caught a break there with 2 offensive rebounds.
Martin finds Horn on the left side. Horn with nowhere to go, gets it to Kinsler at the top of the key. Kinsler inside to St. Pierre, whose turnaround jumper doesn't fall. Under 10 remaining in the third. Trinity Catholic wants the last shot. They're going to take it, and it doesn't fall. They get the rebound. The putback doesn't fall. Kinsler came away with the rebound for Ellsbury, and there's the buzzer. So after 3, it's 21-12. We'll be right back.
Oh, hey, hon, what are you doing up so early?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird looks showing up in your robe and fuzzy slippers.
I'm not going to the bank. I'm doing it all right here from home using People's Bank and Trust online banking and bill pay service. I can check our account balances, transfer money, make a loan payment, and even pay bills, all from the comfort of my pajamas. Best of all, it's free.
Banking in your pajamas. Now, if we could only get the grocery store to deliver.
Start banking online today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
We're going to go ahead and come back at you. A fresh 8 minutes. Ellsbury still leads by 9.
And I thought they were going to save Tess Wheatley for the fourth quarter, but it doesn't look that way.
Not yet, anyway. Should Ellsbury hang on and win this, and there is a consolation trophy celebration down at midcourt, we'll stay with you and do that, as well as attempt anyway to get a People's Bank and Trust Player of the Game interview. Sometimes that's easier said than done. Shot attempt by Sydney Pickard is no good. Kaylee Martin tried her best, but it's out of bounds, and it's going to go to Trinity.
Full court pressure now.
Yeah, nice pressure in the backcourt.
And it works.
Martin to Pickard again over on the right side. Pickard can hit from downtown. She just doesn't do it very often. Horn now over on the left. Gives it up to Pickard at the top of the key.
Oh, dangerous
the pass inside is broken up, but Martin gets her hands back on it and finds Hagemeyer. Hagemeyer to Horn, and they're going to reset.
No time to rush. They've got the lead.
Exactly.
So
just
use
like
as much of that clock as they can.
Just like the Rolling Stones, time's on their side. And the shot attempt by Ellsbury is no good. Trinity Catholic comes away with the rebound, but Claire Henry got her hands on it and drew the foul. That's Henry's fourth. And Anna St. Pierre comes in for Claire Henry.
Full court pressure again.
Timeout called, I think, by Trinity Catholic. We'll be back.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
.647 remaining here in the game. Not a high-scoring contest by any stretch of the imagination, but more aggressively contested, I think, than the score shows. Back out on the court for Ellsbury, Josie Horn, Anna St. Pierre, Sydney Pickard, Kaylee Martin, and Megan Hagemeyer, who I thought for a second was limping. Trinity Catholic inbounds in the backcourt. And Kaylee Martin is going to get called for the blocking foul, and she might just be unconscious. She didn't get back up. I think she just got the wind knocked out of her. She's one of the smallest girls out there. Madison Kinsler comes in for Kaylee Martin. Trinity Catholic with the drive all the way in. It doesn't produce any results. They get the rebound, but the putback fails as well. And Megan Hagemeyer forces the jump ball that is in Trinity Catholic's favor. Oh, she's got bobby pins that they're just now noticing. They're sending number 2, Nia Prescott, back to the bench to take those out. And in for her is number 4, Casey Clark. Trinity Catholic with the floater, it's no good. Rebounded finally by Ellsbury. A number of hands touched it before that. Is that a 5th foul on Megan Hagemeyer?
That called her for holding.
That, yeah. Red 25, that's Megan Hagemeyer, and that's
4.
Okay, that's her 4th. Pass broken up by Sydney Pickard, but Trinity Catholic hangs on. For 2, no good. Ellsbury with the rebound. Trinity Catholic taking way more shots than is Ellsbury. If any of those had really paid off, we'd be in way more trouble. We're lucky that they've missed. Pickard for 2, no good. Hagemeyer comes away with the rebound. The putback is no good, but she draws the foul. That's going to go against number 14, Megan Moore. And it sends Hagemeyer to the stripe with just over 5 remaining in the game. She misses the first off the front. Sinks the second. Ellsbury leads by 10. Trinity Catholic nearly loses the ball, but they hang on, or at least they did. Number 4, Casey Clark, dribbled that one off her foot. Pickard with the pass inside to Hagemeyer. Hagemeyer with the bounce pass back out to Kinsler. Kinsler's shot is no good, but Hagemeyer has the rebound. Pickard wanted the two. She hangs on and kicks it back out. The Lady Indians will reset. Horn steps in for the long two. It hits nothing. We've got a foul away from the ball. That is against Trinity Catholic's Delaney Koch. Into the game for Trinity Catholic. I have no idea because of the long ponytails. I think number 11 and number 3, Lauren Smith and Diavion Smith, but don't quote me on the second one. Hagemeyer makes the first. No, that's a number 5, isn't it?
I can't tell. No, it is 3.
Okay.
Every once in a while, a ponytail will move to the side.
Second shot misses, perhaps strategically, but the strategy didn't pay off. It's 23-12, and it's Trinity Catholic's basketball. That pass missed by a mile. I actually am impressed that Trinity Catholic got as close to it as they did before it went out of bounds. We've got time called, and we'll be back.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Ellsbury Democrat. Log on to www.ellsburydemocrat.com today.
Coming out of the timeout, Ellsbury sends Sydney Pickard, Josie Horn, Madison Kinsler, Megan Hagemeyer, and Anna St. Pierre.
Now Trinity's applying full court pressure.
Nice bounce pass from St. Pierre to Hagemeyer. Hagemeyer's shot doesn't fall. She gets the rebound even though she's triple teamed. Hagemeyer finds Kinsler. Kinsler steps in with the bounce pass back to Hagemeyer. Hagemeyer out to Josie Horn at the top of the key. She swings right and finds Pickard. There's Kinsler now from the top of the key. It misses nearly everything. Managed to hit the bottom of the net, I think.
Ellsbury needs to wear some time off of this clock. They're up by 11. No need to rush anything.
Trinity Catholic for 3. It's no good, but it was close. They get the rebound and manage to hang on the baseline. I thought they'd dribble out for sure. And now it's Trinity Catholic slowing things down when that's what they need the least. They turn the ball over as Kaylee Martin comes in and Madison Kinsler has a seat. Martin draws the blocking foul. I think it's going to go against number 1, Samantha Seavey. They're saying number 13, Delaney Koch. No, now they're saying number 3, De'Avion Smith, her 5th, yeah. And they brought in number 2, Nia Prescott. Martin sinks the first. And she makes good on both. Trinity Catholic on the outside. And they turn the ball over. Here comes Kaylee Martin with just about 2.5 remaining in the game. It's a 13-point Ellsbury lead. Horn to St. Pierre. St. Pierre, nice baseline bounce to Hagemeyer. Hagemeyer back to Martin, and it's broken up. Or is it? Martin hits the ground again, as do 2 Trinity Catholic players. She's a scrapper. It's going to be Trinity Catholic's basketball. Did you just call it double technical? And that's Megan Hagemeyer's 5th foul. And I think it just sent Lauren Smith to the bench as well with 5. But I don't think it was a double technical, just double fouls. Maybe I'm wrong. That was kind of awkward.
I'm not sure what happened exactly.
I think they were mouthing one another, and they did it loud enough that he put a stop to it.
It happens.
Unfortunately, if I was down there at this stage of my life, my mouth gets me into trouble more often than not. I'd probably last about a quarter, and then I'd foul out just based on temperament. A minute 45 remaining. It's Ellsbury's basketball. Horn on the outside, finds Pickard. Pickard puts up her first points of the night, I think, off the glass. It's a 15-point Lady Indian lead. From the top of the key, no good. Trinity Catholic with the rebound, though. The putback doesn't fall. And now we've got Bedlam on the floor as number 10, Kirsten Weber, checks in for Trinity Catholic. Ellsbury will get the ball back with just over a minute remaining.
Got to give both teams credit. Anytime there's a loose ball, they're all over the floor.
Yes, they are. Claire Henry, I think somebody misread the play because I think that pass was meant for Anna St. Pierre. Josie Horn cut in front of it, and it's an Ellsbury turnover. Nicely done by Kaylee Martin, forcing the turnover, and here she comes. She is hammered once again. That foul went against number 14, Trinity Catholic's Megan Moore. Martin sinks the first. It's a 16-point lead for Ellsbury. And the next one is in and out, rebounded by Trinity Catholic. Trinity Catholic for three, it's off the back, rebounded finally by Pickard. All Ellsbury needs to do is let the clock tick away. And that's exactly what they're going to do. It's 28-12 for our final. Ellsbury wins consolation. Our People's Bank and Trust player of the game is Madison Kinsler. And maybe they're not going to do any kind of plaque or trophy down on the court because the teams for the next game are already coming in. I'm going to... So very briefly, there was a awards presentation. I'm going to send Chris down to see if we can get an interview with Madison Kinsler. If not, because things are getting a little hairy, she is once again our People's Bank and Trust player of the game tonight. We'll be right back one way or another.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game, the high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
All right, fans, we are back with our People's Bank and Trust player of the game, Madison Kinsler, who you see on your screen right now. Madison, can you hear me okay? And are those working for you?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. All right, I'm not going to keep you up here very long. We're still perfecting the art of doing all of this and keeping stats at the same time. But what I know, even without a stat book, is that your role here tonight for the team was very, very different than the other night's game against North Tech. Explain that to us. What did you talk about? How did you have this team scouted? What was your strategy coming into this game that had you playing such a more dominant role?
Well, when we got to watch Trinity play a little bit the other day, and we noticed they're a little bit like North Tech. They're just a little more aggressive, and we all realized that we had to step up because, you know, our number one player, Tess, was out, which our team did a really good job of doing that.
I am not asking you to give anything away, but now that we've seen this, are we going to see this scheme more and more this season with you stepping out? I mean, it's out of necessity. You wouldn't do it with Tess still in the game, I suppose. But you play the cards you're dealt, and I'm assuming tonight wasn't the first night you realized you had that in you. Now that we've seen you come through and shine that way, is that going to happen more and more this season? Are you going to take a larger role?
Yeah, well, I have had like a couple rough games lately, and I feel like tonight I really got out of my slump that I had, and hopefully when Tess comes back it'll stay, and then all of our team will just keep advancing and getting better.
Okay, so when is Tess expected back?
We're not sure. Hopefully by Tuesday.
Oh, so not very long at all.
Hopefully.
Okay. So when she comes back, now that you've come out of your slump, what changes for you?
Hopefully not a lot. I mean, Tess, of course, will take the ball down the court. That's about it.
Will we still see you be as aggressive as you were here tonight?
I
Battling
hope so.
for everything every time?
I hope so.
Was that part of coming out of the slump? You felt
Yeah.
like you weren't as aggressive, whether you were
Definitely.
scoring or not?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, like I said, I won't keep you. I'm going to let you go ahead and get
Okay.
going. But congratulations once again. You are our People's Bank and Trust Player of the Game tonight.
Thank you.
Good job, Madison.
Thank you.
All right, fans, with that, we are going to go ahead and sign off. I do not have the information in front of me for when the absolute, next girls' game is. They're done, of course, in the tournament. Our boys play tomorrow. I will not be able to bring you that game, and there's still a question mark as to who will. But do go ahead and keep updating yourself by checking the Ellsbury Democrats website and their Facebook page. There will hopefully be announcements one way or the other as to whether that game's being covered and by whom. In the meantime, this has been Adam Presswood coming at you live alongside Chris Presswood, and we're going to go ahead and sign off. Have a good night, a good weekend, and thanks for watching.